Do you feel approach anxiety when it comes to meeting women? It's okay. Because even the man of steel is scared to talk to women. The story is that Henry Cavill is scared to flirt with women because he is scared to be called a rapist or something. Now, when I first heard of the story, I didn't think much of it. It's just another celebrity talking about the Me Too movement or being accused of a false rape allegation. Now, Henry wasn't accused of anything, but he's just bringing awareness to the Me Too movement. And, again, I didn't think much of it, but as it started a Twitter Me Too shitstorm, more and more people were talking about it, and eventually the manosphere was talking about this particular issue. So I started watching some more videos and seeing what people were talking about, and eventually I saw that this is not just another case of the Me Too movement or just a famous male celebrity bringing awareness to it and sharing his concern. There's a subliminal message that Hollywood is sending that produces a negative precedent for men across America in this particular issue. And if we look at Henry, he's a good-looking guy, and you would think women would love for him to chase them or pursue them, if you will. But Henry is everything the seduction community, the manosphere, tells you to be. He's 6 feet tall, he has a beard, he has millions of dollars, the social proof, he has a nice body, the suit, the swag, the pre-selection. This guy has all the spades in his hand, the deck stacked in his favor, and even he is scared of the hashtag Me Too movement. Think about that. Henry is everything the masculine self-help tells you to be. Henry is literally the man. He's Superman. And he still doesn't have the confidence to talk to a woman. Now, he is expressing his concerns, but there's a subliminal message that's coming out of this. He's not just any rich celebrity. It's the fact that he's Superman. He has everything in his favor. So what does that mean for the average man, to the average man with below self-confidence? Right? I could see if you're Harvey Weinstein or Bill Cosby, while you're fucking up. But, it just goes to show the environment we are in 2018. So just look at this tweet, for example. This is absurd. If Henry Cavill doesn't want to be called a rapist, then all he has to do is not rape anyone. The mental gymnastics some men are doing to position themselves as victim of Me Too is insane. So this is the same line of thinking that says, teach men not to rape, right? And the problem with this line of thinking is that there are so many false rape accusations that if you look at the Brian Banks story of the false rape accusations, that he lost his chance to play in the NFL the way he wanted to, or even if you look at Ezekiel Elliott, where even though the court said that he was innocent, the NFL still suspended him for 4 games and he lost tons of money, even though there was the woman accusing him sent text messages to him saying that she was trying to set him up. Has messages saved on his phone proving his girlfriend is trying to set him up. The girl literally sent text messages saying, hey, I'm trying to set you up. But he still got suspended and he lost a lot of money. So this is just on accusations, right? So if we look at one of the tweets, so Henry would rather go back to an ex instead of being called a rapist. You can rape people that you have consistently slept with before, right? Consent isn't something your grandfather in. So this further proves the point that at any point in time, you can have sex with a woman, and the next day she turns around and she yells rape. So, this is the world we live in 2018. But look, the problem I have with this, I still kind of blame Henry. Again, if you're Weinstein or Bill Cosby, that's different. But if you have game, you're not going to have these problems. So think about someone like Wilmer Valderrama. Wilmer, just look at the women he's been with. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Mandy Moore, Sophia. Wilmer has been with some fine women. Jessica Biel, Scarlett Johansson. Come on, man. This guy. What about Derek Jeter, Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, Brad Pitt? These guys have been with fine, sexy women and didn't have these problems. And I think it's because these men had game. And they weren't scared to be with women. They weren't scared to approach women. Now, if you're a rich celebrity, this is one of the rare instances where you actually are bigger than your environment. And the answer is, there's 3 steps you can take to not be scared of the Me Too movement. Now, again, first of all, if you're just a rich celebrity, you're a special case, and again, a rare example of you being bigger than the environment. But, I hate to say it, if you're a rich athlete or a rich celebrity, you might have to do like a contract where you can't get sued and the sex is consensual. When we're talking about millions of dollars, you might have to go to this route. But again, if you are a rich celebrity, you got $1 million, you got the social proof, you got everything, all the spades stacked in your favor. Trust me, there's going to be women that are going to be willing to sign that contract. But for the everyday Joe, I honestly think the everyday Joe has a leg up in this scenario because, let's face it, if women are going to go through a whole lawsuit, they're going after the guys that have the money. If you're an everyday Joe, like they just want to have a good time, they just want to have sex, have a good time, they're not going after your pockets because you ain't got no pockets, right? But what's important is whether you're rich or famous or just a regular guy, is no substance abuse, no alcohol, no drugs. You want to have sober, consensual sex, because what do women do? They'll use the drink as an excuse. They'll drink 2 sips of a beer and they'll be, oh, I was drunk and he took advantage of me. Right? That's not always the case. It's just to like lubricate the mood, if you will, for the most part. Like alcohol does, help, but you don't want to put yourself in that position, especially for you college kids. No alcohol, no drugs. And the third solution is just to go mode 1 and, as a plug-in for Out of Career, but it's to be direct. Don't beat around the bush. Don't be indirect and hide what you really want. No, just be direct. Be direct and tell her you're attracted to her and you want to have sex with her. No, none of these mixed signals. Right? There's a way you lead up to being direct, but if you're direct, upfront and straightforward with what you want, that you want to sex, you want to fuck, that you're not going to have these problems. But, I want you to think about that. Women love the 50 Shades of Grey, but, ooh, don't approach me. Right? And think about the other celebrities that have been with various women and don't have these #MeToo problems. Again, the game is worth more than $1 million, gentlemen. And don't be scared. If the woman's sober and you're direct, you shouldn't have these problems. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And until then, I'll see you next time.